Hey everyone, we are here today with a Crazy Aaron's Scentsory Putty. So not sensory, Scentsory. And as you might tell, well, I guess it says right there, these are scented putties. So it's a putty that has a smell to it. This one says it is caramel corn scented. Like all the caramel corn here all over the front picture here. Now these scented putties, they're very, very unique. First off, they come in their own size tin of a 20 grams. So that's different because most of the other putties come in like a 4-inch tin, which is 3.2 ounces or 90 grams. And then they have these little mini tins as well. In fact, let me just get that really quickly. Like here's like a little mini tin. Um, I think I have some big tins, yeah. So that's the 3.2 ounce. Here is the Scentsory Putty and then the mini tins. So it's kind of in between. Now this one does not have any description. Oh, it does. It does have a little description up here. I was going to say the bigger tins often have a really fun description on the back of the putty, talking a little bit more about it. But the mini tins do not, but this one does for the scented putty. So let's get right in here and we'll take a look. Yeah, and right off the bat, this one is a kind of a light brown color. Kind of looks caramel, to be honest. And it has some, are they glitter? I wouldn't say this is glitter. It kind of looks a little bit glittery, but it's more like a plastic confetti piece, almost like these little round confetti pieces. But let's get this out here and we'll take a quicker look. Okay. So one thing I will say right off the bat with playing with this is that the putty has a bit of oiliness to it. It's a little bit, it's not slimy, but it does kind of have this like lotion-like feel. Maybe as odd as that sounds. I don't know if that's maybe the way that they scent it. You know, it has something to do with the scent that they put in, kind of creates that oiliness. Um, but this definitely does have a little bit of kind of a lotion or oily feel on the outside. It's a little bit slippery, to be honest. It's a little bit slippery. Got some pieces falling off of my hand there. But looking at this putty itself, yeah, we have those little plastic confetti pieces in there. You got white ones, dark brown, yellow. Is there a light brown? No, it looks like, well, maybe. Yeah, there's some. No, those are white. They were just covered by the putty. And this putty, man, that yellow one doesn't want to stay in, that little confetti piece. But here's the thing I would say with these scented putties, is that the texture of them is so unique to this type of putty. So compared to their, thinking putties that they sell, these scented putties feel very different. And it's kind of hard to put words to, honestly. I would say it almost kind of feels like a dried out piece of chewing gum, but I mean that in the best way possible. It kind of has like this rubberiness to it, like a certain softness. So like if you had like a stick gum and you were done chewing on it and it had lost all its actual stickiness and you were left with just like that soft, slippery, rubbery feeling. That's kind of what this reminds me of. And just these are actually really fun. The one thing I like to do is just kind of fold it and make all these different layers over and over. It creates a really satisfying effect there. But yeah, again, really, really hard to describe the texture on this one. You kind of have to feel it to believe it, I guess. But to me personally, it does kind of have like a chewing gum type of feel, but I mean that in a very good way. Actually, maybe we could all go back as kids to when we used to play with our gum, and our parents would yell at us, don't play with your gum, throw it out, put it in your mouth, type of thing. Well, now, here you go. This kind of feels like that, and it's not sticky either. Um, but yeah, now as far as the scent, okay, so let's get back to the scent here. I'm going to move it out of camera just to smell it really quickly. And yeah, I mean, it smells like caramel corn. They got it. You know, definitely a very nice sweet smell on this one. Smells like caramel. I wouldn't say the smell is overpowering. So I'm playing with it probably maybe like a foot away from my face right now here on the camera. And I can still smell it a little bit. But certainly if I'm playing with it a little bit closer, and actually on my hands too, my hands now have a little bit of that caramel corn scent. But the good news is that I would not say it's overpowering by any means. Now, one last thing I have to mention about these scented putties and their unique texture is that if you're somebody who likes making a ball and bouncing it, these are far and none the best ones to do it with. I usually am not too big into, you know, bouncing my putty. I'm too terrified it's going to get all kinds of dirt and hair on it. I have pets in my home, you know, kids, you know, things are, you know, dust, dander, you get it. So I'm not one to really bounce my putty too much, but these make like almost like a perfect ball, and they bounce extremely good. I'll do it here on the table because I know that's clean. Oh, look, I'm going to lose it. It's going to go on the floor. But, yeah, I mean, just a really great bounce, honestly. And this table is not even really that great for bouncing. If it was like a really hard surface, because this is really a, you know, cheap Costco type of table. But these bounce extremely good. It almost feels like a bouncy ball to some degree. But that is the Snackerjack Scentsory Putty. I wanted to say thinking putty, but it's a Scentsory Putty, a scented putty. If you have any questions, just let me know down in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, I would definitely appreciate a like on the video and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. But that'll be it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again soon.